Okay, looks like it's working. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around. Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. Miha, I can see the stopwatch. Thank you very much. So everybody, what we are trying to do here. So number one, I'm sorry for yesterday. Okay, I had technical problems. This is our first time on TradingView. So what we're trying to do here, everybody, we are trying to build the 3 pillars. And remember, this is a beginner's course, okay? This is for the beginners, it's not advanced, okay? So I have no knowledge, okay? I don't know anything, so this is for you. And the 3 pillars are: pillar number 1, we are trying to build a strategy and or a system with all these modules here on the left. Number 2 is we are trying to learn and understand about risk management. And lastly, number 3, the big one, we are trying to understand how psychology works. And always remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only, okay? Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. And for questions or homeworks, well, TradingView house rules apply, but you can contact me in private chat and please allow 7 hours for me to answer, okay? And never forget, having 2 skills is better than 1, and having 3 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty. And trading is a learnable skill. So what we're going to do today, we are going to stretch, hopefully, the class. We're going to do the first lesson, okay? What is market structure? And hopefully also we're going to talk about how to identify highs and lows. Now, okay, this is the schedule of the course. So if you don't see coming streams, this is the schedule, okay? Mondays is going to be 2:30 p.m. GMT. Tuesdays, 1 p.m. GMT, Wednesdays, 1 p.m. GMT, Thursdays, 1 p.m. GMT, and Fridays, one more time, 1 p.m. GMT. And this should be yesterday, but let's do it today, everybody. Forex Trader Course 101 course opening statement. Why are we doing this? Well, what the 2020 pandemic taught us is that it's not wise to hold on to just one job or one business. We learned that the world can quickly turn into uncertainty, and so our financial livelihood as well. 2020 showed us that the old business models don't work. Also an 80+% increase in online business. So it makes sense for us to think about the future and prepare for the next one, and in doing so acquire more skills. Example, trading on the Forex. In this sense, we are trying to help you give back to the community what we have learned. So please tell all your friends and family to come to TradingView community and learn with us for free, everybody. Okay, so that being said, lesson number 1, what is market structure? Let's go on TradingView, something like this. Okay, everybody, if you have questions, type in the chat. Okay. If you have questions, you can type in the chat. Remember, everybody, there is no right or wrong, and also you can accept what we are teaching you. You can also reject what we are teaching you. Okay. So number 1, what is the technical market structure, everybody? You may take a pen and paper and write this down. The Forex market is nothing more than a contract between 2 countries about the imports and exports. Okay, the Forex market, I mean, yeah, we have different teachers saying different stuff, but it's okay, you know, one more, it's not going to hurt you. So the Forex market, it's nothing more than a contract between 2 countries because of the imports and exports. Okay, and we are on the AUD-CAD monthly chart, and as you're going to see, everybody, most of the monthly charts, what you're going to find is that most of the monthly charts Okay, you are going to see that is bouncing from the upper band to the lower band. And this is what gives the import and export stability between the two countries. Okay, so this is number one. We are on the AUD-CAD monthly chart, and as you can see, everybody, starting from 1996, AUD-CAD will, so my data provider is FXCM. Okay, so the market started in here, hit the upper band. Okay, then it went to the lower band, hit the lower band, went up almost to the upper band. Okay, went down to the lower band and went up back to the upper band. Maybe I can adjust a little bit, you know, something like this. Okay, so question for you, everybody, that it's learning. What do you think, everybody? What is the next direction? And when we're talking about direction from the monthly chart, we're talking about long-term direction, right? So what is the next long-term direction? What do you think, up or down? Yeah, don't worry, we're going to check most of the currency pairs. So I'm a beginner trader and I don't know anything about the market. You know, this is my first lesson. Where should I be looking to trade? On a demo account first, right? Should I be looking to trade long? Should I buy AUD long term? Or should I be trying to sell? Remember, this is how the Forex market works. There are some exceptions. We're going to talk about other currency pairs, everybody. But as you can see, you know, the market respects the upper band and the lower band, right? Now, this is a let's put in AUD-JPY. AUD-JPY monthly chart, everybody, and I'm going to remove the drawings, right? AUD-JPY monthly chart, everybody. See, we have the upper band and we have the lower band. And one more time, the market hit the upper band in 97, went all the way down to the lower band, went back up to the upper band, lower band, upper band, and lower band, right? And let's change colors of the arrow. So one more time, another currency pair. Hit the band, reversed, hit the band, reversed, hit the band, reversed, hit the band, reversed, hit the band, reversed. Okay. Another one, sure. Canada JPY, why not? Canada JPY monthly chart, one more time. We're going to remove the drawings. This is the monthly chart. So we have the upper band and we have the lower band, right? So what do you think, everybody? Where is the next? You know, it doesn't matter scalper, intraday, swing trader, you know, position trader, whatever. What is the long-term view? What you can say anything you want. And don't be shy, everybody. Please ask questions. Okay. So if this is true, if the Forex market works between the two bands, right? Upper band, lower band. And again, one more time to the upper band. Okay. We are going to learn everything step by step about extension, retracement. We're going to learn about the rules. how the market moves. The market, it must wave, okay? But we are here right now. So what do you think? It doesn't matter scalper, you know, scalper, intraday, day trader, swing trader, you know. Talking about probabilities, should I be, and there is no right or wrong, should I be looking to go long on Canada JPY based on the two bands, everybody? What do you think? Up or down? Now, as a beginner trader, everybody, pay attention and down here. There is no right or wrong. When we're telling you that there is no right or wrong, this means that you can go long or short. But talking about, this is the first lesson, we are trying to learn how the technical structure of the market works, and those are the two bands on the monthly chart, okay? And Comorella says up, go long. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the long-term body, it's up. Okay, and you can apply this. So this would be your homework, everybody. Okay, go on your currency pairs of interest and draw the horizontal lines on the currencies that you like to trade. Okay, Canada JPY. So let's put GBP J. Okay, and the cat. Let's remove the drawings, everybody. And the cat monthly chart. One more time. So lower band and somewhere in here upper band, right? The market hit the lower band, hit the ceiling, upper band. So what is the next long-term direction? See, everybody, in some point in time, this was the market, right? And we are going to learn about trend lines and everything. See, everybody, in some point in time, this was the market. And if you don't know this, everybody, you would be easily buy this market, especially on the smaller time frames, right? Because you would see the market moving up. But what would happen in here, everybody? You know, we have this knowledge that the market is moving from one band to the another band until something changes fundamentally between the two countries. The market is going to respect the monthly bands. Robin, welcome. Sell. Yes, Robin, you're right. Short the market. But beginner traders, what do we learn? We learn that this is the uptrend, right? The market's making higher highs, higher lows. And if I don't have this knowledge, when I'm at the upper band or at the lower band on any time frame, could be the 15-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, you know, I could be buying up in here. Make sense, everybody? And of course, remember, this is lesson number 1 today. Of course, the market loves to retest, right? Love to retest. You know, but nonetheless, you know, so the market, yes, it pushed one, it retests the upper band once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, you know, but then lastly, you know, nonetheless, it pushed down, right? So we have retracement, extension, retracement, extension, right? And we are here right now. You know, now question for the beginner traders, everybody, is it wise to buy the market in here, or it would be wise to wait for what it's called a counter trend line break? Remember, everybody, don't be shy. There is no right or wrong. We are here to learn. Okay, So the market is here right now. Okay, we are almost at the upper band. So this is what is called a deep retracement. So knowing this, and I'm a beginner trader, I have no clue about the market. Would it be wise for me to go long or to go short? So should I wait for the market to break the counter trend line, or should I wait and, I mean, let's just buy, right? Yes, everybody, we are going to learn about short-term trading, long, just be patient, okay? This is a course. It's going to be for 1 year, 1 year and a half. Today's lesson number 1. What is the technical market structure? The technical market structure, one more time, is, I mean, example, right? AUD cat behaves, you know, it's moving between the 2 monthly bands. AUD JPY, it's moving between the 2 monthly bands. Canada JPY, it's moving between the 2 monthly bands. NZD cat, so far, it's moving between the 2 monthly bands, right? Ahmed says, I wait, sure, absolutely. Wait for a break because of overall downtrend, go short because of, exactly, because it came from downtrend. Okay, everybody. So if you want to check some other currency pair, everybody, let's check which one. Let's check what? NZD USD, NZD USD, NZD USD, right? And let's remove the drawings. So your homework, everybody, that you can send it to me, not in here because the TradingView house rules apply, but you can send it to me otherwise, you know. So this would be the homework, you know. Until our next class or this week, put the lower band and the upper band on the monthly charts. Okay, so lower band, upper band, right? See, everybody, in some point in time, right? Now to talk, right? Because I can see in the past, but back in time, you know, if I would be shorting, right, I would have a losing trade if I would not manage the trade correctly here. Why? Because the market didn't hit the upper band yet. Okay. And everybody, we are going to learn the concepts and probabilities. Okay. Trading, it's a probability game, for the lack of a better word. It's not a game, it's a job, it's a profession. Okay. So NZD USD, it behaves between the 2 bands. Now, there are some exceptions, okay? And one exception is USD CHF, it's one exception, okay? So even though we can draw the upper band on the USD CHF and we can draw the lower band, this market is sideways, okay? Also called consolidation. This market has been sideways for okay, one more. This market was sideways for, and we're going to learn about sideways movement, everybody, don't worry. From 2012, right? The market behaved between those 2 bands. Okay. So this is the exception to the rule, you know. If I would be long, I would be waiting for what? 8 years and still going nowhere, right? So we are not trading those 2 bands on the USD CHF, but we are trading those bands, the black one. We are trading those 2 on the USD CHF. And if one day, for example, it's going to break, like make a real breakout, then the story is going to change. But so far we are trading this inside those 2 bands. How far back in time should we make our trend lines if we are day traders? So the upper band and the lower band goes on the monthly chart. Okay, day trading is a strategy. Okay, Robin, we're going to explain to you in the future lessons how to apply the charts. Okay, so scalpers, they are not worried about the the monthly chart, right? Okay, but this is lesson for the beginners like me. You know, I'm a beginner trader. I have no clue about the markets, you know, and I'm learning, you know. So lesson number one, I'm trying to understand what is the long-term view, because, you know, many times I'm going to enter into a position and I'm going to scratch my head and I'm going to ask myself, you know, why did I lose? Well, the lower band and the upper band, you know. One more, okay, one more. So USD CHF, it's an exception. Okay, now Canada CHF, let me check Canada CHF. Not a great example. Okay, now EuroCat, talking about the EuroCat, remove the drawings. This is EuroCat. So this would be the upper band and this would be the lower band, you know. And everybody, you must understand something, the market loves to retest, you know. So, and we are going to learn about also about trade management, right? We would be going long in here, right? Because the market hit the lower band, then we, oh, Fxpassion told me to go long. Yes, but I'm telling you, the market also loves to retest, you know. But this move, everybody, knowing this, that the market behaves like this, that this is the technical market structure between those two bands. Now, this move in here was predictable. This is the good news, everybody. The market is going to show you this. Okay, this move in here was predictable. How do you know? Well, the market hit the lower band. Oh yeah, but it retested, sure. But remember, we are talking about the long-term view, not one day to another. We are talking for about the next. So the market hit the upper band in 98, and so it took 3 years to go down. And then it stayed sideways in here, right? Stayed sideways in here. From what? 01 to 10. So for 9 years, it stayed sideways, right? And went back down. So the long-term view and the rally started in 2012. So it's moving up, it's waving, right? Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement. It's moving up. It was moving up for 8 years. Make sense, everybody? And watch these lessons, everybody. Those lessons are recorded. Watch these lessons 1 or 2 times. Okay? So what is the long-term view on EuroCat? Well, it's the long-term view. Beginner trader, the long-term view, this does not mean that the market is not going to retrace. Okay? Be patient and learn the basics. One more. GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY. Okay, now the GBPs are, mentally speaking, why is that? Remember, everybody, I told you that the Forex market is nothing more than a contract between countries because of the import and exports. You know, they have contracts, and this gives stability to the international business. Okay, but we have what it's called Brexit. Okay, so if something is going to change fundamentally, maybe this pair, okay, it's a speculation, I don't know the future, I don't have the crystal ball, maybe this pair can crash. Okay, and so Euro CHF, who remembers the Euro CHF crash? I want to show you this one, everybody. So this is the last thing, then we're going to move on the lesson number 2, talking about highs and lows. Euro CHF, back in time until 2014, it was a no-brainer. It was not that interesting for the retail traders, but it was really a no-brainer for. Why not? Because institutional traders would just buy the lower band, you know, and then it would buy the upper band. And of course, this was the sideways market, you know, also called consolidation. And, you know, a lot of institutional traders, retail, were near the lower band. And what happened in 2 hours, everybody? This was the 2000, you can check 2014, 15, okay? You can check on Google, on the internet, type Euro CHF crash. This currency movement, everybody, wiped out, I don't know, like 50 or 500 institutions, bankrupt banks, brokers were bankrupt, retail traders were bankrupt because of this one. This is where the 2 countries changes or breaks the contracts. Okay, this was done, everybody, Europe morning. USA, Latin America was sleeping, Asia was going to bed, and how many, not to talk about pips and pipettes, how many points from 12000. So what was this? It was 13,000 points crash, you know. And remember, everybody, this is the monthly chart. Now you are going to see this one, so let's put the arrow in here. I'm going to go on the 1 hour chart, okay, or maybe on the 4 hour chart first, like this. I can't. Okay, found it. 13,000, and I'm going to go on the 1 hour chart, everybody. I want you to see that this happened in 2 hours. Okay, this is what happens when something, and this was nasty. Why? Nobody, you know, at least my friends, we were talking back in time, nobody knew about this. Come on, trading view, come on. 2 hour chart, maybe? 2 hour chart, come on. Let me see if I can get back. 2017, still 17, still 17, 16, come on. Okay, we are here, hopefully. Okay, 2 hour chart, everybody. 2 hour chart, first candle, 2 hour, second candle. So those two, this was done in 4 hours. Europe time, I don't know, it depends where you live, you know, Switzerland, maybe it was, I don't remember, but let's say it was 8 o'clock AM Switzerland, Swiss time, you know. And this movement, 117 to 10, like, you know, whatever the big number, 13,000 points. And, oh, but I had a stop loss. When this happens, the stop loss is not going to be triggered. And this is why this move went bankrupt some of the major brokers and banks. Okay, everybody? So the monthly charts, right? Let's go easier. So another currency pair, AUD, USD, USD, monthly chart, remove drawings, compress the chart, AUD, USD, this would be the lower band, you know, this would be the upper band. Okay, now for the beginner traders, trading, it's quite easy up in here. And trading is quite easy down in here. But trading gets challenging in between. Okay, so if you're a complete beginner, everybody try currency pairs on the monthly chart that are or near the upper band or that are near the lower band, and don't trade demo account first, okay, and don't trade in between unless you get enough knowledge for you to understand how the market moves. Okay, so this is a challenging one, everybody. So Komarella, Ahmed, Robin, what do you think? What is the long-term view on the AUD USD? And everybody else who is watching the lesson, what do you think? What is the long-term view on AUD? Remember, the market is going to wave, right? But the long-term view, until the market breaks the upper band or the lower band, it's clear. I think it's a sell because of lower highs. Yes, it is a sell. And everybody, we are going to learn also about timing, okay? There are many reasons why there is a 90% failure rate between Forex traders, you know, and it's one of the reasons it's called timing. So I know how to establish, you know, general direction, but I entered the market at the wrong time. Java up? No, sir. We are talking about the upper band and the lower band, okay? We are not talking about the swings, we're talking about the two bands. So the market didn't hit the lower band, okay? The market didn't hit the lower band, so the long-term view is still down, okay? Long-term view, we are talking about years, not from Monday to Tuesday, we're talking, but yes, on the monthly chart, the market was pushing up for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, right? Okay. So the long-term view, talking about the bands, everybody, don't mix apples with bananas. We are talking about the monthly bands. Okay, it's down. Okay. Yeah, but the market's making hard highs, hard lows. Yes, the short-term view on the monthly chart, is down. Make sense, everybody? Okay, now talking about, so do you have any questions so far about the monthly bands and how to identify the technical market structure, everybody? Any questions so far? This is your homework. If you're a beginner trader, put the monthly bands, okay? And remember 1.0437, or remember that the monthly bands, as we're going to learn about support resistance levels and pivot point levels, those are not points, are levels, okay? Don't bother to be correct to the pip, you know? Okay, it doesn't really matter if you put the upper band on AUD/USD monthly chart on 1.08354 or 1.06621. Okay, just have those two bands. Why? Because when the market is going to be near the upper band and when the market is going to be the lower band, we are going to look to change direction. We are going to prepare ourselves to trade from the lower band to the upper band or to trade from the upper band to the lower band. Okay, great, no question. Okay, now so we covered the technical market structure. Okay, USD CHF is an exception to the rule. Okay, we showed you Euro CHF crash, wiped out some of the biggest names in the industry, internet. Okay, now let's talk about how to identify highs and lows. Okay, so what is a high, everybody? A high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. Okay, let's write this down. What is a high? A high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. Okay, this is a high. Highs comes in different shapes and everything. You know, this is a rule, everybody. What is a high? A high is a center candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values. Okay, here on TradingView, when you scroll your mouse, everybody, on the candles, whatever the time frame, up in here you have the open, the high, the low, and the close. Okay, so let me find an example. Okay, so I'm going to delete the band, everybody. Is this a high? What do you think? White candle, arrow pointing at. What do you think? Is this white candle a high? What is the rule saying? What are highs and lows? What is a high? Is a center candle with two candles on the left and two. So is this white candle, blue arrow pointing at, is this white candle a high? What do you think, Robin, Jabba, Comarella, Ahmed? Robin says, I don't think so. Well, let's see. Let's check the rules, right? So I'm going to scroll my mouse. So one more time, right? We are talking about this white candle. This is a center candle, yes, everybody? Is this a center candle? The white, the little one, yes. Willie says yes. Okay, now let's say that I'm confused, that I don't. So I need to respect the rules, everybody. So I'm going to scroll the mouse on the white first, right? So what is the high? How much is the high? You don't see because it's small, but the high is 1.0856. Now, the candle on the right, what is the high value? It's 1.081. 0.17. So the high value on the right candle, it's lower than the center. And of course, when I scroll the mouse on the left, you know, what is the high value? It's 1.068. So this is a high, everybody. Close video stream is off. I don't think so. Let me check. No, we are still here. Jabba, we are still here. I'm sorry, everybody, if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Okay, so this is a high. Okay, so if this is a high, what is a low? Well, it goes, everything is the same, just in the opposite direction. You know, what is the low? A low is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right. You know, so let's, can I clone this one? No, okay, so text. What is a low? Is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with, so if a high is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values, then the low is going to be a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values. And if this is confusing, everybody, watch these streams 1 or 2 times, okay? Okay, those are the rules. A high is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with lower high values, and a low is a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right with higher low values. Now, with this knowledge, right, how we are going to identify a trend or an uptrend, right, or a downtrend. So knowing what are highs and lows, you know, uptrend. What is an uptrend? The market is making higher highs and higher lows. This is an uptrend. The market's making higher highs, higher lows. Something like this. And with the knowledge what is a high, what is a low, what is a downtrend? A downtrend is the same, just in the opposite direction. The market is making lower lows and lower highs, right? Something like this. Okay, so we are going to push AUD USD from the monthly chart to the 2-hour chart. Something like this. Okay, something like this, everybody. This is what you see, right? I'm a beginner trader. I just opened my chart, you know, and this is what I'm seeing, you know. So, man, it's so confusing, right? So what am I? Is this an uptrend or is this a downtrend? And highs and the lows, and the high is a center candle and the low is a center candle, and everybody, right? So let's try to identify first the highs and the lows, okay? Concept for the beginner trader. Concept. Okay, number one, when analyzing the chart, compress the chart first in order to find highs and lows. Okay, everybody? Yeah, no, it's a lot to learn, okay? But it's going to get better. This is because yesterday we could not compress the chart first. So if I'm a beginner trader, everybody, I cannot just... So let's make a poll. Who in here thinks that it's better to go long on AUD USD 2-hour chart? And who in here thinks that it's better to go short on AUD USD 2-hour chart? What do you think? Jabba and Robin, Willie, Comarella, Ahmed. What do you think? Should we go short or should we go long? Willie says down. It looks like you should go short. Short. But what is the concept saying, everybody? When analyzing the chart, compress the chart first in order to find highs and lows. Look short, says Mahmoud. Kenta short. Okay, everybody, let's say that I'm shorting the market, okay? The market. Okay, I'm shorting the market. Shorting the market. Shorting the market here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to follow the concept. When analyzing the chart, compress the chart first. Oh, Robin says zoom out. Zoom out to higher time frame to see real trend. Well, we are going to do step by step, everybody. But I'm going to compress the chart. I'm going to zoom out, right? And when I'm compressing the chart or zooming out, different vocabulary, you know, zooming out as much as possible, you know. Now, I'm a beginner trader, everybody. So I'm shorting the market, okay? And there is no right or wrong, but tell me, everybody, shorting the market, am I going with the trend or is my trade against the trend? I shorted the market. It's okay, you know, there is no right or wrong. You have all kinds of traders making all kinds of positions, but I'm a beginner trader, you know, and I'm learning how to trade and I'm trying to make sense of all of this. So I'm shorting the market, okay? And the question is, am I going against the trend? Meaning I entered what is so-called risky trade, or am I going with the trend? Kenta says against, right? So one more time, everybody, see how the vision changes, right? I open the charting software, my trading platform, and if I'm looking at the market just like this, I'm going to go short because the market's making lower lows, lower highs, right? Makes sense. As the chart or zoom out, I'm going to see a different story as a beginner trader, you know? And I'm going to see, well, maybe I entered in the wrong position, you know, maybe I should go long and not short. Risky against. Okay. So remember, everybody, this is a probability game, right? Every trade carries risk, but as a beginner trader, okay, can I trade retracement? Absolutely not. You know, as a beginner trader, not yet. you know. Let's go step by step. Okay. Okay. And I'm compressing the chart, and I can see that the market is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. I'm seeing that the market was making lower lows, lower highs in the process too, right? In between, but right now the market's making higher highs, higher lows, right? And this is the 2 hour. Let's go on the 15-minute chart, everybody. 15-minute chart. Okay, what about the 15-minute chart? Let's compress the chart. This is the 15-minute chart, everybody. Should we go long or short? What do you think? And one more time, there is no right or wrong. You have scalpers going long and short in the same position. I mean, same place. You have day traders. Some are going long, some are going short at the same levels. You have swing traders going long and short at the same levels, you know. Go long. Robin says go long. Remember, everybody, on the 2 hour chart, now we are on the 15-minute chart, right? So the market was making, you know, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, you know, until here, right? So what is this right now? Is this a downtrend? Is this an uptrend? Are we in a short-term downtrend? Are we in a short-term uptrend? Are we in a short downtrend? Are we in a short, I mean in a long uptrend? It's confusing, right? And as a beginner trader, I'm confused, you know, because I'm watching the 15-minute chart and I want to go long or short, and then I'm moving on the 2 hour chart and I want to go long, and then go on the daily chart and the market is down. So, right? Robin says go long. Willie says it seems to. So, and should I trade the 15-minute chart, everybody? Should I trade the 2 hour chart? What should I do? Should I trade the daily chart? You know, what should I do? Make sense? No, it doesn't, right? It doesn't make sense to a beginner trader at all, right? I mean, we are learning about what are highs and lows. So let me find some highs and lows, right? Let me find some highs and lows. So is this a high, everybody? Is this a high? It's a yes or no question. Is this a center candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right? Yes, okay. I found another one. Is, looking here, everybody, is this blue candle a high? Is this blue candle a high, everybody? I'm going to zoom in, right? I can. This is the maximum compression. Is the blue candle a high, everybody? Is this a central candle with 2 candles on the left and 2 candles on the right? No, no, no. Congratulations to everybody. Okay, but if you're a beginner trader and you are in doubt, you know, just scroll the mouse on the candle and look at the high. So this high is 0.7715. this high on the left is 0.7716, 7715, 7716. So the blue, it's not a high. What about the white? White candle, is this a high, everybody? We are going to learn about candles too. But today is our first class, so step by step. FX Spider says yes. I'm sorry, I pronounced FX Spider. Says yes. Robin says yes. Okay, what about the lows, everybody? What about the lows? What about the lows? Okay, now, is this candle that it's forming a low? Is this candle on the 15-minute chart, AUD/USD 15-minute chart, is this candle a low? Willie says yes. We can't tell yet. Don't know yet. So if we can't tell and if we don't know, Israel says not yet exactly. So the answer is no, everybody. Okay? No, not yet. Not yet, right? So congratulations to you, everybody. Not yet. Let's find another one, right? Let's find another one. Let's find some oh, this is difficult. I found the right one for you to learn, everybody. What about this white and blue candle here? And let me put a quadrant, right? So what about this? The blue or the blue one or the white one? Is this allow, everybody? Mohammed, sell in 1 hour. We are beginner traders. We are learning how to trade. So we are going to learn before we trade, okay? Blue is the low. Yes, I think so. Okay. This was a difficult one. What is the data saying? So I'm going to scroll. What is the low? 7693, white 7693, 76939, 769, 76938, 76939. So yes, everybody, the blue is the low for one, not to talk about pips and pipette, but 1 point lower, right? Looks the same, exactly. One more thing, everybody. Sometimes it happens, okay, if we find two candles with the exactly same price, we consider it as one. Okay, it's not this example, but some if we find two candles with exactly the same price, we consider it as one. So if I have one candle here and I have another candle, you know, exactly the same price level, you know, and then I have another like this, you know, and I have another like this, and I have another like this, and I have another like this. Okay, so would this be considered a low, everybody? I mean a high, I'm sorry. I have two candles with the same price. Let me see if I can put in here. No, I can't. Okay. So the question, would this be a high, everybody? The rule is stating if we find two candles with exactly the same price, we consider it as one. So is this a high? Would this be considered a high? Why not? Why not? Fxpassion, no, why not? Robin says yes, it is a high. The traders who are saying no are correct. So here is the question, why not? Exactly the same. Why not, everybody? You're right, you're correct. This is not a high. Why not? Congratulations, Fxpassion. You are considered as one. Okay, if those two are considered as one, do I have two candles, lower high values? Come on, TradingView. There you go. So if those two are considered as one, is this a central candle with two candles on the left and two candles on the right with lower high values? First one is the good one. No, sir, they are considered as one. There is no left is good and the right is not good, or the right is good and the left is not good. If you find two candles with exactly the same price, we consider it as one when we are trying to identify highs and lows. So the answer is no. Okay, this is not a high, everybody. And you need to pay attention when you draw trend lines, which we're going to learn. Okay. So everybody, before we finish for today, homework for you if you want. Okay, homework for you if you want. Put the bands on the monthly chart. Okay, this is number one. You are in a course, everybody. Okay, homework, put the bands on the monthly charts of your interest. And number two, try to identify highs and lows on your trading chart. I'm sorry, on your trading time frame. Okay, so if you are demo trading on the 15-minute chart, this is the time frame when you are going to identify the highs and the lows. If you are trading from the 2-hour chart, this is the time frame that you are going to try to identify the highs and the lows. If you are trading from the daily chart, the daily time frame is going to be the chart where you are going to try to identify highs and lows. Okay, the daily chart. Where are we? Compress the chart. AUDUSD. Okay. And remove the drawings. If this is so this is the daily chart, everybody. Right? Try to identify if you are trading, there is no right or wrong. If you are trading from the 15-minute chart, try to identify the chart. If you are trading from the 2-hour, 1 hour, or daily, try to find and identify highs and lows. Okay, and try to link them. Okay, just an example: low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high. Try to do something like this. Okay. Okay, everybody, our time is up. Thank you for your time. See you back tomorrow. Okay, and remember, for questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. I cannot share and talk inside the stream, but you can contact in private chat and so on, and allow me 72 hours. Okay, everybody, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.